that was much better. I like that entrance. Oh, now look what I did. Dang it. All right, where's Batman when he's supposed to be fixing these, right? Okay. All right, so we are going to talk about everyone's favorite topic, sales. Sales, everyone loves it. Everyone loves that word. Everybody wants to be a salesperson. That's the first thing when I'm talking with someone about being a coach. They're always like, awesome, I've been totally trying to find something to sell. I love it. So, of course, I'm just going to talk about it more so that we all can get better about it. But obviously, sales is a painful word for many people, especially when they are not comfortable representing something that they've never done before. Or they've always worked, like we talked about, in the box, and they have always worked according to a job description. So being in sales, it's really what you're doing. You don't have a business unless you sell something. It could be a physical product. It could be the idea of what they can do in their life, joining as a coach, building a team, building professionalism. So for instance, a lot of people look at coaching and what we do as coaches as selling people workouts and nutrition products to get fit. And then also you can be assigned as a coach too, and you can help people by selling the products too. But if you look at the other side of really what are you building, how do you view your business? How are you viewing your business? Are you looking at it as, this is an opportunity for me to help someone actually develop their own professional career? Like, this is your ability to be able to help someone grow their own professional career, not just help people lose weight. So if you look at it differently, there's so many different avenues that we could focus on with this business. But the truth is, we don't have a business until we make a sale. So let's get into it. We have some rules of selling, and there's actually one company out there that is the #1 restaurant out there. Does anyone know what it is? Is this my water? Now that grosses me out, doesn't that? When there's random waters around, is that mine that I was drinking on? Well, I'm getting a new one. I am not trusting you. I'm sorry. I usually take the wrappers off. Okay, so McDonald's, y'all said that? Yeah, McDonald's is the #1 restaurant. Why? Is their product so good? They're not? Those chicken nuggets, not so good? Right, but it's the #1 restaurant out there. And it's not because their products are amazing. So you may think your product is amazing and you'd be silly if you don't have Shakeology. Or, oh my gosh, you're not doing size yet? It's the best dance workout there is ever. You may feel that. You may be passionate about that. Obviously, you love it, but you can't force your passion or love onto someone else just because you think that the product is better than another. Because again, crappy food is the #1 restaurant ever. It's a matter of marketing and the presentation and connecting to people. So what are you competing with when you are building your business, especially when you're building it on social media? When you're trying to promote, are you competing against other companies who are trying to sell health and fitness and ways to build their own business? Is that what you're competing against? When you're putting up your post, what are you thinking about? Are you thinking about, okay, this post is going to have someone want to do this coaching business with me rather than be a part of that other company? Is that what you're thinking? Because what are you competing with when you put up your content? Babies, dogs, right? Videos. That's what we're competing with. We're not competing against another product. We're competing against how we connect with people. So let's go through some of the rules of selling. And the first one, of course, is stop selling. If we focus on selling, selling is just a 4-letter word. As I said, many people do not want to be a salesperson. So if we focus on that first, then that's already distracting them from wanting to be a part of this. So if we look at selling in a different way, replace it with help. Helping someone is helping them move towards a goal, a problem that they have. And the only way that you can discover this is through conversation. That's the only way. A lot of people always are very scared about sharing the business, sharing the 21-day fix challenge pack that we have available this month. scared to talk to the people around them who've been asking them for help all along. Because now they've got a product to sell. They've got something right here. And that's what they're scared about. When I first started to actually sell something, I didn't really have to sell anything until I became a presenter for Chalene Johnson. So that was way back in 2000. I didn't have any products to sell. As I said, I was taking x-rays of people. So when we would run certifications, we had a lot of clothes. Did you buy them? Did I make commission off of you? Did you come to my events? That's the truth. So we would have our events, and we would sell a boatload of clothes, and then this package called the Elite 11 that was a high-ticket priced item. Now, the people that are at the event, they already spent at least $150 to be at that one-day training. And so they already spent that much money, and they're group fitness instructors. They're not making anything. The money you make as a group fitness instructor just pays for the new music you're going to buy for the next week. That's it. You don't make any money doing fitness. You give all of your time for the love of fitness. So for those instructors coming to take that training, they already invested that money. They may have had to take time off of work on the weekend to be able to come for that training. Now, for me, I've got a load of clothes and this big package ticket item to sell them called the Elite 11. That Elite 11 had 11 different rounds. And if you're not familiar with what a round is, it was basically a packaged class all set. The music, the video, and the moves you're going to do for it, you basically plug and play and just add your own personality and delivery. There you go. 11 different products. Each one was normally $60 each. So if each one was $60 each, and there was 11 items in there, how much is that package worth? That's a lot. So I'm sitting there with a package that's worth that much. But thankfully, Brett and Chalene didn't keep that ticket price up at that high. It was, I think, $135. But that's still $135. That's probably the same price as a 21-day fixed challenge pack, $140, right? So when you are talking about challenge packs, do you immediately go to the $140 challenge pack? Because that's the lowest price point, that you know that could be, someone will choose that as opposed to Insanity at $205. Do you immediately do that? You discount the option because you immediately are scared someone's going to say no to sales. So you immediately go to that low price. So when I was faced with running these certifications and having a room of clothes to sell and these packages, because the idea of selling the package for us as a presenter was we made a commission off of the stuff we sold. Truth is, I'm not a master trainer anymore, I could tell you. I'm not going to tell you what we made. But anyway, yeah, we did. So we made money off of that. We did not make money per head at that time when it was Chalene's company. We would run the event, we'd get paid a flat fee, and then if we sold any more, we would make commissions off of that. So if I sold someone a $20 tank top, and my commission was 10%. Yay! That was my goal, sell more tank tops. Or if I sold that $135 package and it was 10% commission, I could make more money. But I was scared of sales. And I always took that approach of giving away things for free to people because I wanted them to succeed. And I wanted them to be more involved. And I was scared of sales. So I always discounted the price of something and I ate the cost. Or I'd give it to them free, pretending I got it for free. It's the same thing with those Shakeology packets that you mail out all the time. Oh, I'm going out to the post office, gonna mail off a packet, who wants one? Well, you just mailed away $6 of your own money to someone who probably did that to 10 other coaches and just got their month's supply of Shakeology. So the idea of sales was scary, but not until I looked at it differently. I loved the format. I loved it. I loved the culture. I loved the family we had. I loved the impact it changed people's lives in fitness, but also in just their own confidence and doing something that they never did before. A lot of people never taught group fitness until they did these formats because it was already laid out. I loved everything about it. That's why I was so obsessed with it. So if I love that so much, I've got a product to sell them. So if I'm going to try to sell them this $135 product that I know that they don't have the money for because they just made $8 teaching one group fitness class that week, how am I going to sell that? It's not the product. What is it? It's the transformation and the idea of what they're getting involved with, what they're going to be a part of. How is their life going to be different now having this package? Because honestly, this is what it turned to be. If someone purchased that package, that person was in my belly. You know why? Because I then had a relationship with them. They got me. They got the lifestyle. They wanted to be a part of it more. That I knew that if they invested that money in it, that they were going to most likely follow through with teaching Turbo Kick. Because I've certified actually the most amount of people ever in the history of Powder Blue Productions. Not with Beachbody, but with Powder Blue Productions. I've certified the most. I'm the oldest running APD. Started in 2000, so of course I did. But the thing is that I've certified thousands of them, but there's many of them who never taught. Did you ever go through a certification, got certified with intentions to teach it, but then never did? That happens all the time. So when someone purchased that package, that was an investment knowing that they want to move forward and actually teach. So I invested more in them to help them become more successful as an instructor and to actually use those materials to have greater success, faster success, and to be able to impact more people's lives. So that package wasn't product. It was a matter of what is their life going to be like if they have that. They're going to be a part of this Kool-Aid drinking crowd. That's what they were going to be a part of. And that's what I wanted. I wanted them in my world. So it's not the product. Sell a 21-day fix. Go sell someone P90X. Because 3 months later, they're going to be back to where they are again because you didn't invest in them in their transformation. And sure, put them in a challenge group every month. But then they fall off and they disappear because they never checked in. Then what? So if you're looking at people initially on the front end as, you want to buy a challenge pack? That's 2 Success Club points. Let me sell that to you. You're going to do that over and over and over and over again. Go for it. But where your longevity comes in is when you actually can plug people into seeing the transformation of how they're changing their life by being a part of this world we're in. And these are just the tools they're going to be using to be able to nail that even harder so they can have greater success. So if we're looking at it differently, you're going to be able to help people in a greater capacity. You're really just consulting and recommending. We're going to talk about how you go through some questions, but if you focus on what they want versus what you want from them, you're going to have greater success. And you've heard this before. This is not revolutionary. But that's the truth. You want Success Club points. Where are we now? We're November 13th. Who's already hit their minimum Success Club 5? Raise your hand high. You should be proud of that. Who's already hit their minimum of 10? Or another minimum that you set for yourself, okay? How many of you are still working to get your minimum? Okay. So the truth is, you're going to start to get desperate because you're here. The weekend's going to fly by. You're not really working. You're here working, but you're not doing a lot of work activity. So you're going to go home, and then the weekend, and then you're going to get back into work mode or catch up life next week, right? Because you were just gone. So you have to catch up. So now there goes another week. And then, oops, if you're in the U.S., what holiday is coming up? Oh, it's Thanksgiving. Then it's Black Friday. That weekend's shot because our pants are so tight and we're laying on the couch still eating that pie. So we've now lost next week because you're catching up. And now the week after, you're preparing for your holiday and then your sweatpants wearing shopping venues. You're now at the end of the month, couple days. You're going to get those Success Club points. You start to get desperate, and you start to now bully people into making a decision so you can get those points, because that's your agenda. It's not what they need. You're just trying to make it happen so you can have those success. You can have everything in life you want if you just help enough other people get what they want. So I'm going to move a little quicker through this. Now, rule number 2 is you need to stop pushing. That's what I said. You're a bully. Bullying people into your agenda is never going to change anything. You got to get in bed with them. Yes. Get in bed with your niche market, your target market, the people you're talking to. So Michelle just spoke about that. So who are you talking about or to first? But you got to get in bed with them. What are some of the qualities of some of the best salespeople? So there's some of you in here that make me want to be like stalking you in your house. Like I've run reports to see who should be speaking on this stage, and I'm pulling up Success Club points from some of you guys that you achieve per month, and then some of you guys, how many people you sponsor per month. I'm like, I suck so hard. I'm shocked at what you guys are doing. I can recall when I sat there with Beachbody back in 2008 and we were deciding to sign up. And they said, well, the average that a coach usually signs up per month in the business is around 2 to 4 people. And we sat there and we went, we got that. That's no big deal. But to be honest, my average per month is probably 4 to 6 to 8. There's some of you guys who sponsor 30, 40, 50 coaches per month. That's shocking. So you guys are killing it in different ways. But the thing is that hopefully you are helping people move to a decision that's going to start to transform their life and not just sell them on a quick fix idea that might be able to change their life. So when you are the best salesperson and you get the most Success Club points, what are the qualities that make that person better than me, better than you? So if I'm not signing 30 people per month, obviously someone else has better skills than me, right? They're probably more passionate than me. They probably are better at marketing. They're probably more excited than me. They probably have what? What is the difference? And I'm not saying that this is the exact case, but the biggest difference between the best salespeople and the people who are not expressing this type of quality is empathy. You have to have empathy for the people that you are talking to. And that's why I mean get in bed with them. What do you think about when you lay there at night? What are you thinking about? Are you coming up to the holidays and you're trying to figure out how you're going to make it happen for your family? Are you lying there thinking about how much you can't stand your job that you have to wake up and go to again tomorrow? Are you lying there thinking, I failed again this week. I started on Monday and here it is Wednesday. I already went off my diet plan and I didn't work out today. I already failed. What are the thoughts going in your head while you're lying there? More than just the problems. What about those dreams that you might be thinking about? I really wish that I could be home with my kids. I really wish that I could go to that vacation. I really wish that my husband didn't have to work 2 jobs. What are your dreams, your goals? That's what's going on in your head at night. So what you should be thinking about right now is start writing those things down, because guess what? What you're thinking is who? Your target market and your niche market and who you should be talking to. That's where your content goes to. What you think is what you or who you're talking to. So you got to get in bed with them so you know what they're thinking. What are they struggling with? What are they looking to do? Because when you know that, you can speak to that. You have empathy. You're going to have to pull their agenda and story and passions and objectives out of them. Because too many times we're telling people what they need rather than asking them. Have better conversations. You got to become a better conversationalist. And you need to talk less and listen more. You ever go out on a first date and the person's so adorable, cute, totally would be perfect. And you go out on the date and they just talk about themselves the entire time. They don't know anything about you. My friend, many of you guys may or may not know her, she actually spoke at our first Platinum Edge, Christy Andringa. She was off an event and she sent me a voice message and she said, oh, it was a great time. I really got to know a lot of people and I saw a different perspective of how I could do my own business. But I was really shocked. I spent this time in a car with these people that I didn't know, but I know everything about them. They know nothing about me. They didn't ask me a single question. How quick are you to jump to talking about yourself or deciding what you think that person needs to hear? You got to ask more questions. Talk less, listen more. It's not a target list, hot list, hit list, prospects, or leads. So yes, we talk about leads, we'll say the term prospects, but in a generality, when you constantly keep saying that in your head, what's your hot list for this week? You got a list of people you're going to talk to this week? You call them your hit list? You call them your prospects? What do you call them? When on Twitter, I was using TweetDeck, and you know how you can create those sub-columns naming who, when you find someone that you want to keep following, you put them in a column so you know who they are? And I titled it once before, I can't remember what it was, prospects or something. And then I was scared because I was like, can they see the title of my groups? I didn't know, but I think they can. Because I've seen some of them that I'm in, and I was like, oh, I'm in that category? Okay. So what do you call your list of contacts that you are reaching out to help? What do you call them? Think about it this way. Start thinking about, these are the families I'm going to help next, or whomever you're talking to. These are the families of the people that I'm going to help next. Different. Change that mindset. Not, I'm going to sell that mom the 21-day fix so she can lose weight, or I'm going to help that mom lose the weight so she can be more active with her 5-year-old. How are you going to change someone's family life and how they are in it? That's the difference of what you're looking at. When sharing the business, share with them the idea of how you're going to help them rather than, and they will feel that. This is called the transformational side of things. There's a problem here. A lot of times people, when they're focusing on sales, is they focus first on finding the person. They focus on the product that they'll need, directing them to purchase it so that they can then have a transformation, right? Go get size from my website. You can then join my challenge group. I'm going to help you through it so that you can lose weight and play with your 5-year-old. That's the typical scenario of when you're talking to someone and selling them a product or the idea of coaching. But the difference is you have greater success if you first focus on their transformation. Flip it. It shouldn't be which product do you want. Because if you're answering your emails and your questions are, well, which product do you want? Which one have you been looking at? Is that your first question? What do you ask when someone says, hey, I want to be a part of your challenge group? What do you ask? Great. Starting on Monday, which product do you want to get? Everyone's getting a product. Which one do you want to get? You laugh, but that's so common, right? That's so common. How do you know what product they should get? I get this question all the time. People send me a message and they go, tell me what product to get. Just send me the link to your website and I'll go look around. Okay. Just go to my Team Beachbody shopping store. It's the same thing as me telling you, hey, why don't you go to Amazon and tell me what you like? That's the same thing. Amateur coaches constantly say, oh, you want something? Here's my website. Amateur coaches have their domain name as their Team Beachbody website. I do not have ChristineDwyer.com going to Team Beachbody. Because does that page really say who you are? Or when someone clicks on ChristineDwyer.com and they go to TeamBeachbody.com, they go, oh, she's a salesperson. Okay, so if you want to be labeled as a salesperson, then keep that as your URL. You want to think about how are you putting that mindset into someone when their viewpoint with you and how you're going to change their life. It's through their transformation first. You got to help them see how their life is going to be different first before you even talk about any product or challenge groups or any of that. You got to change their thought process first and what is possible and that you're going to help them be able to achieve that. I love this picture so much. For real. Stop selling to the wrong people. You're trying to find anyone who wants to buy it so I can get my Success Club this month. Anyone. You're selling to the wrong people. That's why we had Michelle talk about branding. And we're going to have Chelsea come up on Sunday and help you build content, to know how to build content to put up on social media for who you should be talking to. We're all different. When I was moving to Dallas, Texas from New York, Robert Hudgens, I don't know if you guys know him, but he's another 15-star diamond. At the time, he wasn't 15-star when I was moving from New York down to here. And he told me, so I'm not making this up, but he said he busted his ass to get to 15-star diamond because he was not going to have me come in as a 15-star diamond into his town. That's what he told me. He was joking. But the truth of it is, do I ever cross any of Robert's people that he talks to? Our lives are different. Danielle and Darren, they live up the way. Melissa lives up the way. Mindy lives on the way. Amber lives along the way. We all live all over here. But I don't run into any of their people. We don't bump because our circles are different. Our lives are different. I'm a mom in Southlake with 2 kids. Team photographer for the football team. That's what I do in this business. I teach at Lifetime, 1 class a week. That's it. My life is different than someone else's life. You will not run into someone who lives right next to you. You have to focus on who is in your circle, who's in your groups. We're going to have a speaker come up here. We're going to ask her some questions on helping you sponsor, and she's going to talk about how she uses groups to really find other people like her. And that's exactly what you should be doing, like her. So why do I bring up Jane Fonda? This is how I started. When I was in high school in New York, it was dead of winter, so they would always pull all of us for gym class into the wrestling stinky room where all the mats were, and they'd roll in a VCR cart, and then they'd pull in Jane Fonda, and we would sit there kicking her leg and kicking her leg. I don't know if you've ever done the video, but she can kick that leg like that. Like, see? So Jane was marketing to who she should be marketing to. Other people who were just like her back then. You're trying to be everything to everyone, and you're going to be nothing to no one. You have to narrow down your focus, really figure out exactly who you should be talking to. Not who do you want, or just to get another body, or just to get another sale, but who's like you. When you can really trust this, and I tell you, trust that, you're going to have faster, greater success, because you're going to get desperate the last week of November. And you're going to just try to get anybody to buy your worm that you're putting out there on your hook. You need to find people in your lifestyle. So Jane is actually still teaching group fitness. Did you know that? But is she teaching it to the 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds? No. I think about that myself. So I'm 42. And I think about it, I'm like, okay, these people come into my class, when are they like saying I'm old? Like, are they saying I'm old now? Like, am I that old instructor that they're coming to say? Like, when is that crossover that I'm not cool anymore as an instructor? Like, I don't know when that is. But you just gotta still be you. You know, like if I was teaching a dance class and I'd try to dress all like sweatpantsy, and I put those flat brim hats on and I put it off to the side one day and I said, I don't know if I can still do this. I don't know. Like, when does that stop? It stops at some point. But you got to talk to the people that are just like you. And Jane is still teaching, but she's teaching to the people that she should be teaching to in her demographic, the problems that they have. So people who are older, who have balance problems, who might need to do chair aerobics, that's who she's teaching to. She's changed. So I got to boogie through some of this. Stop selling the wrong product. Again, it's not just about selling a product to someone. You are selling what? What? So stop it with the whole, our product is better than yours. What are you selling? I love that picture. We're going to talk about it in a second. They have to buy blank before they will buy anything you are selling. What is that blank? What do they have to buy? You first. Because guess what? In 3 seconds, you already have your first impression about someone you didn't know by just meeting them. 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. And I already have an idea about you. If I like you, if I think that you're cool, if I think you're funny, if I think that you are rich, if I think that you've had kids. I've already had this whole storyline of you in 3 seconds of meeting you. But how? Your picture. Do you see these pictures on Facebook or Instagram? All the time. Sometimes someone will put up a picture, I'm like, why are they putting that bad picture of themselves up there? It's like the teenagers who think that the stuff they put up online is just for their friends, that it doesn't live for the world to see, as Darren is clearly going to tell us. But this is what people put up. So would you go to these two ladies, or maybe this guy? Is this person someone that you think is going to help you transform your life? Are your coaches putting these pictures up? The picture where they're just complaining about something? Or they're just having a bad day and I got to take a bad picture of myself in the car? Or that creepy guy picture where they're just like lurking? I'm running a challenge group. You want to see my abs? Like weird. What does your picture say about you? Your avatar, number one. What do people like? What are they attracted to on your face first? Your smile. Your smile in your eyes. You have to have life in your face. You have to be happier. You have to look like you're not so threatening. Like you're scared you're going to be pulled into a van if you go meet them on the corner. Like for real. What does your picture say about you and the images that you put up? You have to convey the image of what you want people to know about you and your lifestyle, and that's all by pictures because you know you're voyeuristic. That's why we go through Instagram like this. And wait. Like, that's what you do. And you do that through Facebook. You scroll through the news feed real quick. And you just stop for those little quick videos and those pictures that stop you. And that's exactly because everyone is voyeuristic. They don't know you. They may have found you by your ad or whatever it is. But as soon as they came to your picture, they already made a decision on who you are and what problems you may have not had in life. Because a lot of people don't know that you have a story. So your picture has to be important. So I'm going to roll through these. You might want to take a picture because we are going to take a break in a second. Step one, see everyone as unique. Identify what is most important to your market. This is going to help you and it's going to force you to ask more questions. So when someone comes to you and says, hey, I want to be a part of that challenge group, out of your mouth or through your fingers should be, awesome. What are you currently doing for your workouts? What is your goal? Why do you want to be a part of this challenge group? How is your nutrition? Do you plan your meals? I'm just asking them questions about their lifestyle because I can't say, awesome, get insanity. I can't. Because even if 21 Day Fix is on sale or insanity is on sale, everyone shouldn't do it. If you tried to get me into a P90X challenge group, I'm not doing it. Because I just don't do P90X for an hour. I just don't. I won't. So if you're going to make me do that, I'm out. You need to fit people into the right workout program. I actually made a video about it. It's on my YouTube channel, how to help someone pick the right workout program. I'll tell you in a nutshell what the video is. Basically, if you look at our library of workouts, it's a genre of type of workout. Do you like athletic workouts? So these are my questions I ask people in emails. Do you like athletic drill type workouts? Do you like weight training? Do you like kickboxing? Do you like dance? Do you have a hard time with choreography? I need to know these questions because once they answer that, then now I've just removed a bunch of workouts that don't fit what they just answered. So if they said that they're terrible with choreography, out goes Turbo Jam and Turbo Fire, right? They can't do that. So then I've now narrowed it. If they like athletic drills, perfect. I'm now moved into Insanity Max 30 and into P90X3 or an Insanity. I'm moving into the type of workout that they like to do. All we need to do is figure out what people like to do so that they'll want to do it. Don't just sell them what's popular. Stop working on your sales pitch. Start working on your questions. Here's a challenge for you. Record your next sales conversation or a conversation that you have with someone about a product. We all got phones that can do recordings, right? Maybe. Hit the voice note the next time you do a one-to-one conversation with someone. Don't let them know you're recording it, but I want you to play it back so that you can hear yourself. And you'll cringe at how many questions you didn't ask, or how you got so excited and told them a whole story about you with that product. Oh, hi, where'd that come from? Step 5, that's way down low. Serve, don't sell. I don't know why this is up there like that. Well, this is not good. Let's bring them all up. Okay, step 3, watch and listen. Unearth with questions what's not being said. So find out what they're not saying. You got to get better with asking questions. Restrain yourself. So even if they said, well, yeah, I think I do want Insanity. Well, Insanity's a 205 challenge pack. This month right now is 21-day fix. So you might want to get that one because it's $140. Stop telling someone what they don't want when they already told you what you want because you think you want to save them $1. Get them what they need, even if it is something more expensive. Because if you sell someone the wrong product because it's cheaper and they hate it, then you are not to be trusted. They're not going to come back to you. Sell them the right product, even if it is more expensive. And if they can't do it this month, oh well, you'll be there again next month. Here's 5 descriptors. My final thing, here's a homework assignment for you that's going to help you be able to become better at this. List 5 descriptors you want your brand to be known for. Do you embody and exemplify these traits every day? Sales is transferred by a feeling, and the one who feels the strongest influences.